it's surreal. It's exciting. It's fun. It's tiring. It's just been a whirlwind, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm taking it all in, trying to be present, trying to be a moment in everything that's happening, and just soak it all in. You know. Honestly, Webster. You know Webster? Yeah. So when I was living in New York, I would watch Webster. And I was just like, man, this guy has an effect. He has an effect on people that is so amazing. And I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to affect people with my acting, right? And that's, for me, is one of the biggest reasons why I got into acting. I want to, even when I go into auditions, I'm thinking, when I'm watching a scene and an actor makes me cry or makes me angry or makes me frustrated, he's given me an experience, you know? And I want to be able to give that same experience to my audience when they're watching me on screen, you know? And yeah, that's what brought me into acting. I met this guy, he was African Russian, fluent in Russian. And just to hear him speak, it just blew your mind. It's like, wow. You know, I myself am mixed with Asian. Yeah. So I'll be walking on the street and you see an African brother and he'd be like, hey, what's up? You know, thinking I'm from Africa, but it's my Asian side that's gives me that look. I go between Vancouver and Toronto, and I met a friend of mine who's African. He's from Somalia, and he has a friend who's about 45, fluent in Chinese. And he was telling me the story of his friend being on the subway reading the Chinese newspapers. And the Chinese people were just like, what? How can you, like, how do you understand our language? So I love that stuff. I love that stuff. I would love to be well-versed in language, but I'm not. I'm an athletic person. I love sports, if you can tell when you read it. There's lots of stuff about sports. And I play the non-traditional culture sports as society put it. So I play badminton. I've won in that, you know. Now tennis is becoming popular, but I was playing tennis when there wasn't a lot of African Americans playing tennis. I've won a doubles championship in that. But this is all high school, right? But it's still sports that you didn't really see a lot of African Americans playing. So I also play badminton, basketball and volleyball. Volleyball is a huge part of my life. I used to be, actually. Went to school on a volleyball scholarship, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was. I use volleyball to remind me of the amount of work I have to put into anything. So volleyball was I asked myself, how did I get so good? How did I get so good? Because I would play against anybody. You could be 6'11", and I would be like, I'd bring it on, you know what I mean? So when it came to acting, I want to emulate the amount of training and development that I put into my acting, to be the best actor I can be. And so, I'll be honest with you, I've had some horrible auditions, horrible, where I said to the people, you know what? Thank you for your time. I'm done embarrassing myself. I'm gonna leave. And I went out. I remember when I went out and I sat in the waiting room with the other actors around me, and I said to myself, if I want to do this for the rest of my life, something needs to change. And from that time on, I just started studying, just like I played volleyball. And I kept asking myself, how did I get so good? I just study and study. You can ask any of my friends and they'll say, he works hard. I'm proud of that. And so in this business, you have to be working hard, because I'm not famous, but I've had some great opportunities, and I've capitalized on some of them, but at the same time, there's been some horrible ones. And I'm proud to say that I've learned a lot, and right now I actually run a class where I give back to the community.